Dear Warriors, this is my third class. I think they're getting a little bit better. My next class I should have a microphone so you'll be able to hear me better. For now I'll just be talking as loud as I can if I can remember. So we're going to do a pretty intense flow today. So just try to keep up. I'll give you as many cues as I can. So to start out, I'm going to say a little prayer. And it's going to be based on what we talked about in church today. So, dear Heavenly Father, we come to you today with thanks that we are able to get on our mats today and work our bodies and try to be healthy and strong for you. And just like Isaac in the Bible, I'm having to keep digging those wells because his neighbors were jealous of him. He just kept digging those wells and moving forward. And please help us to do that. Help us to stay focused on our goals and not worry about what other people say and do. Just stay focused. Keep digging those wells. I pray that everyone is healthy and happy and no one is hurt today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, so we're going to start out with some Ujjayi breath. So breathe in. Expand the belly, breathe out, contract. Try to keep that breath cycle going throughout the practice. First, we're going to come do some stretches to get us started. So lay down on your back, and you can, if you have a strap, you can use a strap, or you can just put your hands on the back of your leg. If you can grab your big toe, you can do that. So grab your right leg with your right arm, flex the left foot, pull it back, feel the stretch in the hamstring. Breathe. All right, so send that left arm to the side and bring the right leg over to the right. Feel the stretch in the inner thigh. Switch hands. Try to stay that left hip on the floor and twist. Put your right hand out to the right. You'll feel a stretch down your IT band. You should anyway. That's the big problem I'm having right now is with my IT band. A lot of knee pain and hip pain. So hold that. Now bring that leg back up straight. We're going to come into reclined wind removing pose. So pull the knee in, wrap both hands around it, pull it up towards that shoulder, around the ribs. Hold, feel the compression in your hips. Through all this, you should be keeping your left leg flexed. Extend that right leg long. I'll do the same with the left leg. So grab the toes, hold. Pull it out to the side, to the left. Feel the stretch in the inner thigh. hips pop. It feels good. All right, now switch hands if you can. If not, you can just lean your leg over to the side. Oh, tight. Pull that knee in, pull it up and around the ribs, feeling the compression in the left hip. Squeeze it in, try to keep the shoulders flat. Right leg's flexed, toes are flexed, both feet. Okay. Now, thought I'd need this strap. Give me just a second, my board fell over. All right, so we're gonna do 3 rounds of sun salutation. Tall mountain, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, step back, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale, down dog, exhale. We're gonna hold this first down dog, push down into the shoulders, push down into the fingertips and the palms. Try to get those heels down towards the floor, keep the legs straight. If you got the heels to the floor, lift those toes and really get a stretch. Bend the knees, feel the stretch in the Achilles tendon. Look forward, jump or step between your hands. Rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. Inhale, jump to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, mountain pose. One more time. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right. Breathe. Remember your Ujjayi breath. Now, right leg lifts. You're going to come forward and touch your right knee to your right elbow, squeezing the abs. So breathe out, squeeze. 3-legged dog. Breathe out, squeeze. 3-legged dog. Now we're going to do 1-legged crow. If you can't come to crow, just hold the knee to elbow. Squeeze. Hold. Down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift that right heel up again. Open up the side. Feel the stretch in the right side. Hold. Stack those hips. Try to reach the toes to the ground. Knee up to the ceiling. Now, we're going to flip over into wild thing. hold. Now we're going to flip over to a right side plank. So plank, right side plank, hold. Bring that knee in, if you can. Grab those toes. Now pull them up until you come in to low lunge. Stay in low lunge. Stretch out the front of the thigh. Bounce a little. Just feel that stretch. Now, come in crescent lunge. Hold. Now you're going to push forward, come into standing staff. So, knee is either at a 45 or a 90-degree angle, or straighten it out. Find your drishti. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my right arm down and around. It's going to grab the inside of my right foot. My knees try to stay together. Now push that right foot into the right hand. Come into dancer. Now, come into half moon. Just release that foot. Put that left arm on the ground. Right arm reaches. Open and stack the hips to the side. Into half moon. Now you're going to drop your right hand, square off the hips. Bring your head towards your left leg. Lift that right leg up. Come into standing splits. All right, slowly, slowly. Lift up. Take a little break for a second. My legs shaking. This is very good to strengthen the feet. If you run or if you're on your feet a lot, you need poses like these. Okay, so now put your weight into your left leg. Grab that right leg, pull it into the inner thigh, come into tree. Hold. Okay, now we're going to do wind removing pose. So the same thing we did on our backs earlier at the beginning of class. So if you can't balance yet, you can have a chair, you can have a wall, you can use a broomstick, whatever you need just to balance. So pull that right leg in, up toward your right shoulder. Just compress it, squeeze it. Now, you're going to take your right hand and reach it around your leg, and your left arm is going to come behind your back and clasp. So pull that leg in, the right arm around the leg. Now bend over into flamingo. Oh, my left leg's on fire. Stretch it out a little. All right, I'm gonna come into ragdoll. Stretch that lower back, wrist, a little bit before we do that other side. Come up, breathe in, tall mountain. Breathe out, mountain pose. One more vinyasa to go to the other side. So, breathe in, tall mountain. Breathe out, mountain pose. Forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, chaturanga. In, upward dog. Out, downward dog. Oh yeah, feel it stretching that left leg. It's on fire still. Whew. Okay. Lift that left leg. And you're gonna bring it into the right elbow, left elbow, just like we did on the right side. So breathe out, squeeze the abs. Lift it up and back. In and squeeze. Up and back. In and squeeze. Third time, we're going to come into one-legged crow. Up and back. Flying man. It's got a lot of different names. Left leg on the back of the left arm tricep. You bend the arms like you're coming in chaturanga. And you're going to rest the right hip on the back of the right arm. And if you can, open the legs. And then you're going to jump back, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Whew. Breathe. Rest. It's very humid in here. All this rain. All right. So lift that left leg up again. Bend the knee. Open to the side. Feel the stretch all along that left side. Now you're going to flip over to wild thing. Open up. Now the same thing as the other side. We're going to flip over on the plank and then side plank on the left. Plank. Side plank. Hold. You're going to push those hips up. Don't let them drop. Up. Tensing your oblique muscles. Now, pull that right leg in. Flip to the front. Come into low lunge. And I love this stretch. If you run, feel that. It's actually runner stretch too, if you want to call it that. So, pull that stretch right here. Ooh. Alright, so scoot your leg in a little. Come into crescent pose. Hold crescent. And keep that knee over the ankle. Hips down and flexed. Shoulders away from the ears. Now we're going to push off and come into staff, standing staff. Leg is at 90, or you can extend. Hold standing staff. I'm going to drop my right arm down. It's my left arm down. As my left leg comes back, grab the left foot on the inside and push it into the left hand. Come into dancer. Now, I'm going to let go of that left down, open up the hip, open up the chest and arms, reach up to the ceiling, half moon. Try not to rest your weight into your hand. Try to just barely touch the floor. All right, now drop that left arm, square off the hips, come into standing splits. Alright, very slowly come up out of that. Let's rest our feet for just a second. Wiggle them around. Alright, now we're going to come into tree. And I'll stand sideways so you can see this from the front. So, you're going to take your right leg, bring it in to the inner thigh of your left leg. You can have it down here if you need, but don't put it on your knee because that's unstable. So find one spot to stare at. Try not to look at the ground because you don't want to get a habit of that. Try to look straight ahead. It's called your drishti. Hold tree. Okay. So very slowly and steadily get your chair or whatever you need. If you still need something to help you balance, hold your leg in to your chest. Try to bring it around to your shoulder. Flex those toes back. Now, take your right arm, bring it around your right leg. The left arm comes around the back, clasping the hands. Now, lean forward. This is our pink flamingo. So when you're bound like this, you want the shoulders to be open. You don't want to be hunched up. If you got to be hunched up, you really need to use a strap. Okay. So slowly get out of there. Whew. Whew. All right. Coming down into ragdoll. So I'm going to turn back sideways, and I'm going to come into camel pose. So, well, first let's do this stretch. Since we worked our feet and legs so much, you're going to put your feet together, try to make contact with the floor with each toe. So your toes are going to be bent back. So, if you scoot back like this, and then just put your weight forward, come back, bend those toes back. That really stretches the plantar fasciae, which is a big problem for a lot of people, especially people that run, people that are overweight, just people in general. Lots of people have it and they don't even know they have it. I had it chronically for a long time, so I've learned little tips and tricks to just get by. This is one of the best stretches for it. I like to stretch like that and then open the thighs up a little to get a stretch more in the smaller toes. come into ball of yarn, because that'll stretch that Achilles tendon really well. So you want to, if you're flat on the floor like this, your knees are together, wrap your arms around your legs, and then just barely hinge forward. Drop that head, and you'll feel the stretch in your Achilles. Feels really good after all the standing postures. Now we're going to come to the tops of the feet. Sit on the feet, and if you have any kind of ankle issues, I would avoid this. You just barely want to lift the legs up. Feel a stretch in the front of your leg, the muscle on your calf. I can't think of the name of it right now. This is a good stretch for runners also to keep you from getting shin splints. All right, so now we'll do camel. So you want your legs hip distance. You want to be able to put your fists in between your thighs. You can have your top of your feet to the floor or fold them back. Now, I fold mine back because I'm not very flexible in my lower back yet. So, push down, start to look up, push your hips forward. You want to try to keep your hips over your knees. So, if this is as far as you can come today, this is totally fine. Just stay with this. If you can, start to reach back, grab one heel, grab the other, and look up. Breathe. Very slowly, we're going to come into child's pose, extended child's pose. So sit back on your heels, open your knees about mat distance, come down, stretch those arms, and breathe. Stretch those shoulders and the lower back. So we're going to come up onto that right hand with that left arm up and put it through, come onto the outside of that left shoulder and left ear. Feel that twist and stretch. Slowly come out of it. Your right arm up. Thread the needle. Come on to the outside of that right shoulder and right ear. Push back that left hand. Lean back, take that left leg, left foot into the inside of the right leg, open up. You're going to grab your left knee with your right hand and twist towards your knee. Left arm up, side bend. turn toward the right leg. Shoulders will be pointing towards the leg. The arms up, fold forward. Keep that right leg tight. Do the same thing on the other side. So extend the left leg out, bring that right foot in to the inner thigh. Hips are popping again. Right, left arm comes up, twist to the right, grab right knee, turn towards the right knee. Now bend over, feel that stretch along the right side. Breathe into it. Up. Now turn towards that left side. Arms up, fold forward. Up, extend both legs out, clear the sits bones, arms up, breathe out. Bring that right leg in, stamp it on the outside of that left leg, that left arm up, hook it around the right leg, right knee, breathe out and twist. And if you can take your left arm, shimmy it through that right leg, reach the other arm around and bind. Come out of that slowly. Extend your right leg. Bring the left leg in. Stamp it on the outside of the right. Right arm up. Hook that elbow to the outside. Twist. Keep the spine tall. If you want to bind, stick that right arm right in that little space in between your left leg. Take the left arm, bring it around the back, bind, open up the shoulders. feel pretty tired after that. That was a intermediate to advanced class, and don't get discouraged if you can't do some of the things that I did. It's a challenge every day to just keep moving forward. Just keep trying, keep doing the modifications, and you'll get there. Just don't give up. And I wanted to take a minute to show you what I'm diffusing today for this weather we're having, rainy days. I have cedar wood, cinnamon bark, and nutmeg. It smells just like Grandma's kitchen making cinnamon cookies. Very relaxing. These are my Young Living oils. So I hope you all had a good workout. Namaste.